Ninguém sabe como tá a mente do palhaço.
Como tá?
É.
First of all, it's been a great year for Stephen King adaptations. We had The Running Man, The Long Walk, and of course, Welcome to Derry. So what do you guys think that makes audiences so interested in those stories? And above all, what keeps them so relevant?
There's so many things, Stephen King is a huge writer that lives in the heart of so many people, readers across the world, and people have been loving Stephen King stories like for 50 years now. That's one of the reasons I think, is a writer that knows human beings, and of course he writes about horror and fantasy, but he's a writer that connects because of the human element in his literature, I think.
He has such understanding of human behavior that it's almost like he had a crystal ball. Because when he wrote these books, when he wrote when he wrote The Long Walk, when he wrote The Running Man, those stories really seemed like science fiction, too far into the future. But now you see them now, and, we're not that far. We're not that far.
The series is much more intense than the movies. I mean, that scene with the kids in the movie theater right at the beginning, everybody was shocked. Was there any moment when you guys thought, are we maybe going too far, or maybe something that almost didn't make it into the show?
Not that I remember. I do wanted to raise the tone of the intensity in general. Having done the two movies, you really have to subvert in certain areas, improve, just play with the unexpected. I think people don't want to see the same thing over and over. And of course, this is a story that happens in different time with different characters, but something else had to be brought to a new installment of the story. And I think the intensity is one of them. And I'm very happy to have done it because I think that people reacted very well to that, to raising the tone of it.
Speaking of intensity, I just have to say that after I finished episode 7, I was absolutely devastated. Like, the story is so intense. Pennywise has never been scarier to me, and it's my favorite episode so far. But of course, a lot happened here. So what was it like shooting all those moments, and what were the emotions like on set?
Well, episode 7 is a emotion-heavy episode because it's sort of the big conclusion of the black spot, and the black spot basically is an event that is horrific and catastrophic. Just like in the book, it's an atrocity what happens there. It's provoked by humans, not by the monster. So that means a lot in this story, and I think it's sort of a conclusive moment where you see over the episodes how we build all this plots and threads and arcs of characters that slowly go and align within they align into a collision course, and it all converges in the black spot. That's why it's such an important episode. So we lost Rich to the black spot, and of course we lost a lot of people that are not main characters, but the tragedy is high, and I think that we'll see how people react to this.
And the black spot was the main inspiration of this season, so it is definitely a very important episode. People are gonna have all the feelings. It's devastating.
Definitely. I was devastated.
Começar aqui.
Vamos começar.
Let's go.
You both have physically intense moments in the series at some point, especially you, Chris, when Dick's using his power, like when he gets into Daniel's mind, and I mean all of episode 7. And given the weight of those scenes, how did you prepare for them? And most of all, how did you step out of that mindset?
I do have a process to let go of the day because you have to. I have to, not you don't have to do anything. I have to. And it's just like a little meditation that I have, a couple minutes of decompression that I do at the end of every work day. And to get in it is this. This is my book, of my character development book.
How amazing is that?
It's asking questions and finding answers.
That's really amazing.
Look at all the work.
Meanwhile, I'm like, but also this camera I bought. So it's just a process of character development through my long time acting.
Rudy, Polly's fate to me was one of the most emotional moments of the series.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I was
nice.
not expecting that, like at
Me
all.
neither.
So how was it for you reading that scene for the first time? And how was the mood on set that day?
The mood was rough. The moment where Paulie dies and hits against the wall, and his final moments with Leroy, it was tough because we were really against the clock. It was the very end of the day, and we were already going over, and we had very little time, and we kept doing it over and over. And I got the pleasure of Andy directing that moment. I don't know that I would have gotten there without him. And there's a lot of blood and a lot of discomfort in the water, and I'm not used to working like that because I've never done anything like it before. But it helped. The pressure of the day really helped, and especially the final stretch, the very end of the day is really, really hard because everyone's scrambling to make it work. And it helped the performance, and it got me into a place that I didn't think I could go, because I'm not really a dramatic actor, but I went to a place. It was a memory I didn't know still existed.
What was it like seeing Bill as Pennywise again after all those years?
It's always great. We had great experience working with Bill, and every time that Bill, shows up on set with, in full character, it's a triumph in itself. It's super exciting, and I can't get used to it, really. It's just something that is so great. I mean, I'm not scared of him, but many people on set are.
I am.
A little bit.
Yeah, Bill becomes this, augmented persona when he's in the costume, and even though he doesn't seem to go full method with it, just his presence when he's full characterized, it's really imposing.
It's also the lenses he uses.
The contact lenses.
Yeah, the contact lenses. You can't see his eyes. It's like somebody from outer space looking into you. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, but his transformation is something incredible, because if you know Bill, I don't know if you had the pleasure of interviewing him, but he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
And he's very handsome and very charming. But then, goes into clown mode, and it's exactly the opposite.
First time I saw him in person in character, I recognized how good the makeup is, how tall he is. Very tall, and how kind he is.
Yeah. I didn't work with him as Pennywise, but I got to meet him, and yes, to echo him, he's incredibly kind and generous.
You've previously said that you didn't want to replicate the performances of other actors who played Dick.
I did say that.
Yeah, but did you feel any kind of pressure playing a character that already existed in Steven's universe?
No, I would never do that to myself. I don't really...
I felt the pressure for him.
When I was younger, I participated in that idea, the concept of pressure. But I think that made me crazy. So I choose to not participate in pressure, because it's up to Andy and Barbara. They feel pressure because it's their whole entity. But I feel like I'm always going to do my very best, and that's all I can do. And if people like it, that's awesome. And if people don't, they'll let me know. And that's okay too, everybody doesn't have to like me.
Here in Brazil, we have our own share of mysterious and for many even scary myths, such as the alien ET Bilu and the doll Fofão. Unfortunately, I don't have pictures to show to you guys, and Rudy, being part Brazilian and having lived in Brazil for a while, and of course speaking Portuguese, is there any myth, character, or experience that ever gave you the chills?
Unfortunately, I can't think of anything specific to Brazilian culture, because I was so young when I spent so much time here. But I did say in another interview that it would be really interesting to see a manifestation of fear or a version of Pennywise in Brazil or anywhere outside of the U.S., to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
And I think of Rio because there are a lot of obstacles and injustices in Rio, like any other place in the world, but they're very specific to Brazil. I mean, imagine Pennywise in Rio. Imagine Pennywise in the Amazon. I mean, it's just like, that's the beauty of this character and these themes, that they transcend time, they transcend setting and language and country.
What's your favorite moment from the series so far?
Meeting Rudy.
No.
Now tell the truth.
My favorite moment, but actually, my favorite moments are usually just about the people, like hanging out with the kids or going for long walks with Stefan and Jovan, or hugging Andy because he's so tall. I love to hug Andy. Those are my favorite moments. I'm grateful for the bless you.
Thank you. I'm allergic to emotion.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about feelings.
No.
This guy.
Your favorite part was rapping.
Yeah, going home
Uh-huh.
for him.
Going home is amazing. How good does that feel?
It does feel good to go. Actually, to be honest, on episode
5?
going home, it was the most uncomfortable set in the world. It was so wet
Yeah. Cold and wet for what? 17 hours?
and dark. We didn't talk about how dark it is.
It was dark.
It's so dark.
Mm-hmm. Great show, though.
Love it.
Yeah, amazing.
Great people.
I don't even remember the question.
Your favorite moment?
Oh, yeah. The people. Meeting Rudy.
Rudy?
Yeah.
Of course, I'd like to ask you to say something in Portuguese.
Claro.
Claro. And we have this saying about someone who's, fed up, but still has a smile on their face. And it's, ninguém sabe como tá a mente do palhaço, which translates to something like, nobody knows what's going on inside the clown's mind. So can we do this? And Chris, of course, if you want to try as well, be my guest.
All right. Follow my lead, right?
Ninguém sabe.
Ninguém sabe.
Ninguém sabe como tá a mente do palhaço.
Como tá?
Yeah.
And then what?
Like, tá is like an abbreviation for está.
Yeah.
Ninguém sabe como tá
No one knows.
a
Ninguém
mente.
sabe como tá. Oh, what? Okay. And then what?
A mente,
A mente. What's going on?
the mind of o palhaço.
O palhaço.
Do palhaço.
Do palhaço.
Ninguém sabe
That
como tá
clown?
a mente do palhaço. Yeah.
Palhaço. Ninguém sabe como está. Como tá. A mente.
Mente.
A mente.
A mente.
A mente. Do palhaço.
Yay! Thank you guys so much. That was amazing.
Sorry you had to see that.
I'm so sorry. I started sweating.